Hey guys, it's Melanie. Okay, I debated on whether I should even put this video up because these candles just arrived to me yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon it was Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. So they were supposed to be overnighted and I was supposed to be able to share my thoughts on these candles with you on the day that they were released on QVC. There was a huge kerfuffle around the release of these candles because QVC did not hold the special pricing until Harry was to be featured on TV with the candles. There was this email that went out from Homeworx. There was an Instagram post basically saying, hey, there's like a really big Christmas in July special coming up. And it was kind of like, I don't think the event was last minute, but the email kind of went out right before this was all supposed to happen. And so I think they did that with the intention of having it like fresh in everyone's memory. Anyway, moral of the story is QVC put the products on their website and they sold out like that. I actually had my alarm set to wake up somewhat early that day of the release to be able to place my own orders, but I didn't actually turn the alarm on. So I woke up late and I did miss out on not really a lot of stuff, but I did miss out on the vanilla pine, which was unfortunately the candle that I was most crazy excited about. I have it here, so I'm going to be able to tell you guys about it because I did receive the PR package finally. But we had delays here with mail and deliveries because of the heat that we had over the weekend. So I don't know if that was the delay, but I live in Oregon. I think QVC and just everything gets delivered via donkey to me. It's always late. I don't ever really get anything on time, and that's okay. This is why I'm always late to the game. But moral of the story is you technically cannot get these items now. I am still going to give you my first impression sniffs because here's the thing. There are a lot of people that pre-ordered these candles and they were pre-ordered. So QVC does not have the stock on hand quite yet. So I believe they will be shipping out towards the end of July. There are people that are going to cancel their orders. These will continue to go in and out of stock as that happens on the QVC website. So if you can get your hands on any of these, I wanted to give you guys my thoughts. Also, I imagine some of these scents, if not all of them, could potentially come back next year as returning scents. I'm really hopeful that some of them do because these are delightful. I'm really excited about all of these scents. I also pulled out one of my own. This was re-released again. This was the Spiced Apple Crumb candle. And so this one did come back. Again, it sold out very quickly. I still had a couple left from last year, and I made darn sure this go around to order at least, I think I got 3 or 4 boxes of just this one. That is how much I love this particular scent. It's kind of right up there with like Harry's Gourmand scents, like hot apple cider for me. It just is one of those staples that smells so good. And it smells very similar to the Bath & Body Works spiced, no, it's apple crumb cake or apple crumble. I can't remember. I still have a couple left in my backup stash in the other bedroom, but this smells exactly like that. It was an old Bath & Body Works scent that I think was actually around maybe when Harry was still with Bath & Body Works, so maybe there's some inspiration there. I know he doesn't like talking about his days there, but I do see some similarities. So anyway, if this one comes back into stock, I can tell you right now, it is absolutely delicious. So the scent notes on this one, and again, this is the one from last year, so I don't know if it's been tweaked. I doubt it. I did not get sent this one because they only sent the new ones that came out. So I have 3 new candles to share with you guys today. This one was from last year. So mixed apple, cinnamon, sugar, clove, and nutmeg. That's exactly what this is. It's very basic. It's a fantastic transitional scent. It's also just one of those classic like American apple pie type scents to me as well. So this could totally be like a 4th of July candle. I think I would pair it with maybe like coconut shortbread or something. It's so good. I just really love this one, and I was super bummed to find out that it sold out so quickly because I know a lot of you wanted this one because you missed out on it last year. So I have a few coming my way, and I'm thankful that that did not sell out before I was able to get online and place my orders. The other one was spiked eggnog. I've had spiced eggnog in the past. I ended up returning mine because I just couldn't smell it. It was one of those like faulty candles, which is rare for me with Homeworx, but I did return that one because I just couldn't really smell it on cold sniff. So I didn't bother ordering that one while it was still in stock. Let's talk about some newness though. Okay, you guys, this is the spiced acorn. Brett from over at Philly Candleman, he also received these 3 candles in his PR as well, as did Brett from 2 Gay Dads. I will actually, if I can, I will link both of their videos in the description box down below. You can go check out their thoughts as well. But this is the spiced acorn, and Brett from Philly Candleman thought this might potentially be a replacement for Harvest Leaves. If you haven't heard, it looks like Harry is potentially doing away with Harvest Leaves. I don't know that that has been nailed down 100%, but I think Harvest Leaves might be going away, which I think is like the most tragic thing that he could do. Everyone loves that scent, and it has been around for, well, ever since the brand was created. I think it would be silly for him to do away with that, but I don't know. It's not my business, right? I run my own business, and yeah, if I had like a best-selling bouquet that I made, I wouldn't get rid of it. Good moneymaker, right? Anyway, I like this one. I did order 2 sets of this for myself just because Brett said it was delightful on cold sniff, and so I trusted him. I'm glad that I did. I do like this, but it really wasn't what I was expecting. Now I haven't burned it, which I think is worth keeping in mind because sometimes the scents do change a little bit. But the notes in here are fallen acorn, nutmeg, gala apple, and warm date. First off, I have smelled acorns. I have used them to decorate with in the fall. They don't have a smell. So I was expecting just a generic nuttiness to this, and on cold sniff, I don't really get a lot of nuttiness. But what I do get is that date note, that kind of sweetness that comes from dates. I do get a warm gourmand cinnamon, not red hot cinnamon at all. And I do get like an apple melange or an apple mix, but this isn't just a straight up apple cinnamon candle. It's different. And I think it's the date that makes it so different. And maybe it's that acorn note. I don't know where one would find acorn oil, but it has an earthiness to it. A warm, almost gourmand earthiness because of the date and the apple and that like gourmand cinnamon. It smells like you could eat it, but it also smells kind of like the dirt and the earth in the like very early fall when it just starts to cool down, it starts to rain a little bit, you have those wet leaves. This just reminds me of that time. I don't think I've ever smelled anything quite like this. I do think it's unique. I don't think Harry has really done anything like this before. And overall, this one is a winner for me. I'm definitely going to enjoy the sets that I have. I also see this one being good from basically September through the end of the holidays. I think this could blend with holiday candles very easily. I think it's very universal in that way. And the label is pretty too. So there's some acorns and just some nice rust colored leaves. Definitely great packaging on this one. I really enjoy it. Let's talk about the one that I was really bummed about not being able to actually get my hands on. So I have this one here that was sent in PR. I was planning on buying like 4 or 5 sets of this vanilla pine, and here's why. I love vanilla mixed with a tree scent, whether it's balsam, whether it's pine, whether it's fir, whether it's cypress, I don't care what it is. Mix that like holiday tree note with a vanilla and you basically have my ideal holiday candle. I knew Harry's take on this would be amazing, and I am sorry to report that it really does smell incredible. I'm like borderline annoyed that I slept in, but here's the thing, you guys, with Homeworx, and I'm just gonna tell you this up front, and this is not to create any FOMO, it just is what it is. When things are released on the QVC website, Homeworx really doesn't have control most of the time. They ideally should, because these are their products and they're presenting them and it's their messaging, and QVC is just kind of the clearinghouse to like showcase all this stuff and then sell it to the masses because they have the infrastructure to do that, right? They have a much further reach than Homeworx maybe could on their own, at least at this point in time. But that also means that you are at the mercy of QVC. And I really do think that, one, they did not order as much product as they either wanted to or could order this year from Homeworx. So the items are often very limited. There are a lot of people that still very much enjoy the Homeworx candles. And if there is something that you want and you see it on the website, you should just plan on getting it when you see it. There is no guarantee that there is enough product to go around for everybody, and it can be really hit and miss. Obviously, there are some things on the QVC website that have been there since the last holiday season. There are some things that have been on that website since, oh my gosh, I think as far back as last spring. So some things do sit, but there's also a lot of things that sell out very, very quickly, and you just don't know. So if there is something that you want, I would go ahead and order it, especially if it's just a pre-order. You can always change your mind and cancel it before it ships. I think it's better to just kind of have something in your back pocket and then say, nah, nope, changed my mind, than to like miss out on it entirely and then be like, well, poop, is this gonna like come back around again? Like, can I get this sent next year? I think it's just a matter of, this just is what it is. It is what it is when it comes with Homeworx, and it is what it is with a lot of other companies too. There are things that sell out. Has Bath & Body Works sold out of things? I'm sure they have. I don't pay as close attention to them anymore. But there's lots of things that sell out from lots of different candle companies. Vendor wax, for example. God, that stuff sells out all the time. I know, because I've tried to place orders and things just disappear from my cart, right? Like, it is what it is. You have to learn how to shop with the different brands and kind of get a sense of how much do they typically order in? Are things different because of, I don't know, there's a pandemic or something going on? Just have to keep that stuff in mind. So with all of that said, let's get back to Vanilla Pine. And I'm sorry about doing all of these like left turns, but I think there's some things to definitely be explained, because I know a lot of you are annoyed, and I get it. I mean, I'm annoyed. I couldn't get this, and that was annoying, so I get it. Pine Needles, Creamy Vanilla, Fir Balsam, Sandalwood. Oh, you guys, just get rid of that. We don't need that. It's really nice. Here's the thing, though. It is a very nice basic pine. I don't get sandalwood, at least on cold sniff. I'm not getting any sandalwood, and I'm just gonna do like the little rubby thing here. Okay, maybe if you really stick your nose in it, you can get some of that sandalwood. It's a creamy sandalwood, but it's not the predominant note. This is predominantly pine. Maybe balsam, but I really get mostly pine, and then beautiful creamy vanilla, you guys. This vanilla is nice. It's not necessarily a super gourmand vanilla. It's almost, I don't want to say floral vanilla, but it's not like your vanilla extract. It's not like that. It's not like the vanillas that you get in a candle like this. It's maybe slightly earthier. I don't know. But dang, it's good. I think this is better than the Bath & Body Works version, which is Vanilla Balsam. And Vanilla Balsam is probably what I'll have to go back to this coming holiday season because, well, I only have one of these and that's gonna go fast. So I love this. I would have gotten probably at least 3 sets of this, especially smelling it now, at least 3, I think. And then the last of the newbies was the Cinnamon Sugar Marshmallow. You would think I was most excited about this one, but I just thought, oh, okay, it's gonna be like another sponge sugar type, or, you know, like I feel like he's done some things that are kind of similar to this, but it turns out it smells delicious. I knew it would. The notes on this one are fluffy marshmallow, sweet cinnamon, sparkling sugar, and white cocoa. The white cocoa kind of turned me off a little bit because I don't like anything white chocolate. I just think that's gross. No, white chocolate is gross, but luckily I don't really get white chocolate. What I do get from this is it's almost like a milky churro type scent. Definitely a nice gourmand cinnamon, but a different cinnamon note from the spiced acorn, which is interesting because this is also a gourmand cinnamon. The thing that doesn't make it churro though is that there's no fried note. I don't want to imply that there's anything fried, but it's almost like the churro, maybe the churro dough coated in sugar and cinnamon. So it's like it's missing the fried part. Oh gosh, this smells so good, you guys. Marshmallow, maybe I just get generic sweetness. I'm very curious to burn this one. I did order, how many did I get? I think what I meant to do was actually order 2 of each set, and then in my rush to check out, I accidentally changed the numbers real quick. So I only ended up with 1 set that I purchased of this one. And I think I then ended up with like 3 or 4 of this somehow. I don't know what I did. I was just like, I gotta get out of here before they sell out. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I don't have a ton of these, but I like it. I like this a lot. This one I think I can very definitely burn this summer and enjoy. So I will. The acorn is definitely not seasonally appropriate. The vanilla pine, I'm probably not gonna light up right now. I'm not gonna do post-burn reviews on these, you guys, because like I said, they're sold out. So really, I wanted to give you guys my first impressions to see if they were even worth picking up, if you can get them either as is or as they pop back into stock as people are canceling their orders. I think a lot of people ordered quite a few things up front and then had plans of canceling them. And if you are in the Homeworx group on Facebook, you know that a couple of people have mentioned that they have canceled their orders already. So keep an eye out on that QVC website. You will see those things pop into stock. And if you see it, you put it in your cart and you check out if you want it, right? Like they're not gonna hold it in your cart, especially if it's like an as is, or if it's like a customer cancellation or something. They want that stuff gone. So whoever gets it, those are the rules. All right, you guys, those are just my first impressions for you. I hope this was helpful, regardless of whether you can get these or not. Like I said, I anticipate at least a couple of these coming back next year. I was so thankful to get my hands on more of this. And now that I have some more coming, I may actually take this one downstairs and light it up. Oh, it's obviously going to be the 4th of July this weekend. So I think this is kind of a good 4th of July week candle as well. That American apple pie. type scent. So thanks so much for taking the time to watch. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, keep an eye on that QVC website. I usually just check it every day just to see like what has gone out of stock at this point. So if you happen to come across something, I'd say just snag it if you want it. Have a great rest of your day. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.